Cheers, welcome to my channel. This is a daily tarot oracle reading, Tattle Tales from the Vector. My goal is to provide valuable information to empower you. This is a general or collective reading, meaning parts of it will resonate with you and parts may not. Take what works for you, leave the rest. This is also a timely reading, so that means this is the perfect time if you're watching it now, but you might want to go back to when I posted it if it's been a while, and that might give you further clarity on your situation. So let's start with the beginning of the reading. The energy from the bottom of the deck is the underlying energy, and this is talking about being very focused on bringing health, wealth, and happiness into your life. Excuse me. And so this card is the only pentacle card in the deck where the person is actually working on the coin. And so this is, money is a part of health, wealth, and happiness, but you could have all the money in the world and still not feel like you're living a quality lifestyle. So this is talking about actually making money. It's the one card where the person's actually working on the coin. So it's either you have started a project and you're on the second pentacle and you have 6 to go, or you've already completed 6 and you have 2 more to go. So we'll see which one it is. We have the energy coming in is the 3 of Wands. And so the 3 of Wands is representing someone that is wanting to expand their horizons. This card has been coming up a lot lately. This is talking about you're standing on the horizon of where you are now, and you're looking out on the horizon. Sorry, you're standing on the ground on this side, and there's distant shore there. And in between here, it looks like sand, but it's actually water, and the sun is shining on it, so it's golden. And the ships are sailing in. You've got your right hand on this wand here, and you've walked through kind of like a portal of the actions that you already have taken. And this energy is saying that you want to move forward in a different way, and you want to hop on one of those ships and make sure, because they're sailing in, that you hop on. Just double checking that my camera is working. Yes, okay. I just did a reading for you, and I did the whole reading and then realized that I hadn't pressed the on switch on properly. So I'm doing another reading now. I hope it's as good as the last one. Here we have the Hierophant coming in. So there's some sort of energy. This is talking about traditional structure. Maybe you're tired of the traditional structure where you are. This can be talking about structure in spirituality and religion coming down from the heavens as well as on the physical world. So it's talking about, like the government and, the kind of energy of religion, government, what the expectations, all the rules, the laws, that kind of energy, and being very traditional about it. And perhaps you're feeling like, I don't want to be traditional anymore. I want to do something different kind of energy. And then we have the King of Wands coming in. So if any of the kings are going to be in this energy, it'll be the King of Wands. The King of Wands is visionary. And he is very passionate about seeing things from a new way. He is ready for action at any time. Very charming, charismatic, intelligent, and very outgoing. And this energy is saying, hey, if there's an adventure, I'm ready to go on it, kind of energy. And so he's good at bringing what he wants to bring into the world down to earth, but it generally is something that's different from the average bear. So he has a passion for new discovery, and he also, behind him here, we have the salamanders and the lion. And this is representing protection from fire because that's his element. So it's just talking about an energy of being okay with taking on new. And there's a little salamander here, which is also representing that. One thing I've noticed about this card just a couple weeks ago, was that this almost looks like a face on here. Like there's 2 eyes, and then there's smoke coming out of the nose here, and it looks like it might even be a mustache, and then smoke coming out of the mouth. So where there's smoke, there's fire. It's that kind of energy. And he's not concerned about it because he has protection from fire. That's what this represents. Then, okay, he might be this kind of energy, maybe he should be concerned about. Okay, so we've got the devil behind him here, like, and we have two lovers here. And this energy is talking about these two lovers are yoked to each other, plus they're yoked to Saturn's box. So this, the devil is representing temptation. And the devil is hunched over this Saturn's box here. And it's talking about, this is animal instinct. So this is not so much a representation of love, but it's more of lust. It's temptation coming in for something. And let's see what's going on here. We don't really know as of yet. We have the Hierophant coming in with a blessing through traditional structure, and then we have just these two energies of the fire and the passion for wanting to do something different. So that could represent a lot of things. So we'll just look at it from this perspective. We're not going to get the truth from the devil. He always sends in a minion, or God will cover the energy. So I always cover it with another card. Okay, so someone's juggling. Okay, so this could be you are the king of your energy is representative of the king of wands, and he's juggling, or it's representing he's been juggled on kind of energy. It feels like it might be behind his back. You see that? Because I was like, yeah, you might want to pay attention. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And where the devil is, there's usually fire. So it's not funny, but it is kind of. So, and he's looking right at this Hierophant, looking for justice. Meanwhile, right behind him, look what's going on. Isn't that interesting? I said, where there's smoke, there's fire. So this card can represent multitasking, but I feel like in this instance, it could represent some lovers that were tempted, and this can be talking about juggling morals as well as options. So we'll look into this a little bit further. And look at this. The waves here in the background representing like volatile emotion. And look at the ships. Like, what if he hopped on a ship? Like sometimes, and I didn't want to say this because I don't bring it up unless it shows up in the reading, that sometimes this represents someone that was in a couple and now they're moving forward on their own, or there was a third party, that kind of energy. And so that my first instinct, I just thought, oh, I'm going to ignore it because I enjoyed the other reading. I did better. Anyway, we're going to go with this one now because this is what we got. Thanks, Stella. She distracted me, and that's why I didn't get the camera turned on properly. So this is talking about having courage and the strength to face whatever's going on. So this, I feel like this is something that's happened behind his back. And this is talking about this young woman is reaching into this lion's mouth, which would be a very dangerous thing to do. This represents her fears, and quite often from childhood. And this represents infinite potential because she's reaching in and facing her fears. And by doing that, it allows her to get past a lot of, things that you don't want to know, that kind of energy. And so let's see what's going on here. We have the give and take of life here. And so if you've ever heard of Nikola Tesla, he's a genius. And of course, he would always talk about the 369. And this is kind of like a ratio in life that is very powerful. He says, if you knew the beauty of the 369, then you would have the keys to the universe. And so that's kind of like this falcon is representing having a lot of foresight. And you notice, like I said, he's a visionary. He's looking forward, but he needs to look behind him. Like what's going on behind his back is the energy I'm getting. Interesting. So this Six Pentacles is that what this figure has worked hard for. And this is what she always keeps a hand on, Six Pentacles for herself, so that she has others to share with others, or for other projects or for charity, etc., like that. But it's a ratio that she knows she has to always have at least this much, or she will run out and then she won't have anything to give to anyone else. So it's about not overextending yourself. And then we have the Queen of Cups coming in, and the Queen of Cups represents unconditional love. She is the most traditional of all the queens in the minor arcana. There's 4 of them, and she is holding a cup of love, but her cup is the only one with a lid on it, and it almost looks like a big trophy. And so she's got a huge capacity for love. So this is an energy of someone that you would want to marry, or that you maybe it's that kind of energy. We'll see what this is about. It's hard to tell from this bottom line, but this sometimes can represent a maternal energy, like your mother, your grandmother, your great grandmother, down the line kind of energy, and unconditional love for the family. And in a traditional, she's the most likely to be in a traditional relationship. And so this is the bottom line of a pyramid we're building here. And this is the tools that you have to move forward, what's kind of happening. And now we're going to look at what are the obstacles coming in. Well, we have the sun coming in. So now this is a good sign to see. So this is the happiest card in the deck. This is talking about needing to get back on your destined path. This child is on a pony, and he's got this big banner, and he's carrying it with ease, because this is saying this is the happiest card in the deck, because it reflects God's light, and all the sunflowers are just shining, turning to follow God. And so it's like, this is talking about your God-given destiny, like what you came here to do. And that you can carry that banner, even though it's really heavy, with ease, as long as you stay on your path. And then we have the High Priestess coming in. And so this is about intuition. The High Priestess is sitting right next on the throne to God, on his right side, that sort of energy. This is being, like these pillars represent 2 extremes, the dark and the light. And this actually represents the devil and Jesus, when Jesus Christ. So do you want to come up here? Come, baby. That's a good girl. You can come up here. All right. So I'm not mad at you. Shift happens. You're okay. Why don't you lay down nice here and purr like you usually do? Hey? Yeah. You need some attention. It's okay. So we have the High Priestess here, and she is sitting in between these pillars. She uses her intuition to make her choices, and this crescent moon represents that she follows the cycles of the moon. She knows that, like at the full moon, you let go, and release what's not working for you, and at the new moon, then you're ready to bring that energy that you've been working on forth. And so, like a project like this, and this energy, we do have, as I'm doing this reading, we are actually in the full moon energy. On February 1st, we have a full moon, and this will be posted tomorrow morning at, it'll be the 30th. So we're in that energy of the full moon, and that's kind of what we're working with, saying pay attention, let go, do the releasing of what you need to release. The reason for that is this full moon on February 1st. This energy is the last full moon before we move into the new year in the Chinese calendar, like in the Chinese zodiac, and we are moving into New Year's Eve. And New Year's Day is on the 17th of February, and it's moving into the fiery horse energy from the energy of the snake. So what does the snake do? It sheds its skin. So this moon, like in the next 6 days here, we feel the moon energy, the full moon, usually 3 days before and after, and it's on February 1st. So this is talking about, and it's right on the very first day of February. I have done some readings on that. If you want to know more about it, you can check those out. I've done one for each of the signs, the zodiac signs. And so this is the Ace of Pentacles is coming in. And so the Ace of Pentacles is The Pentacles again are health, wealth, happiness, and lifestyle. And this is a reward for staying on your destined path and using your intuition to do so. So this is a gift coming from the heavens and from the universe. And we have the Empress energy. So the Empress is like, it's like, oh, okay, now that you are on your correct path, maybe you, because of this energy here, I don't know what's going on here yet, but I feel still, you might be the King of Wands, and something was going on behind your back. Someone was juggling pentacles and morals and it looks like it was someone that you maybe had, had a lover or something. Could be that energy. Someone that you felt that you could trust, that was maybe even your wife kind of energy. Or remember, these are archetypes, so this could be a woman in her masculine energy, and this could be a man in his feminine energy. So just take it how it works for you. But there was something going on behind the King of Wands back. But now, and then look at this though. What happens is having the courage to be able to see it. And now we're in the pre-Empress energy. And as well with this energy, this could be a male in his, or a man in his feminine energy, as well as a woman. But now we're at the Empress. And so the Empress is all four queens rolled into one individual. She is someone who has all the qualities of all four queens. And she's sitting on her throne, and she's pregnant with possibilities. And so that energy, this can also represent there is someone who's pregnant. So we'll see about that, if there's any more energy around that. But this is talking about embodying all the qualities, like being able to, like someone who's sexy, loving, someone that you is really good with pentacles, that you can, that you can share a really good lifestyle with, someone that is really intelligent, is also able to use her intuition, and someone you would be really happy with. There was some shifty energy here coming in. So like that's sitting right in the Hierophant and the Blessing coming in and the King of Wands. So I do feel there was someone sneaking around. This is the shift disturber energy, and there's two swords here. I think it represents this energy and this energy. And someone is sneaking away with these swords. And look how he's holding them, like really dangerous energy, because he's not even being careful that, like, if they slip, he's going to cut his hands open. He's looking back, and he's not, but he's moving forward. He's on his tiptoes. So he's sneaking, but it's in broad daylight. So it's kind of a thief in broad daylight kind of energy. Maybe the king works nights and the activity was happening during the day kind of energy. We have, okay, now we have a Queen of Wands here. So that would say, like, it feels like it's on this energy here. So this could have been a couple, and she is maybe involved in this energy behind his back. We don't know for sure yet. We will see here. So this is talking, usually the Queen of Wands is considered the most sexy of all the queens. And she's also a natural beauty. She's very bubbly and fun to be with. She has, like the sunflower, she usually follows like the happiness of the sun and the light of the sun. She's very passionate, and she doesn't really care very much about tradition, etc. It's sitting on here. Like she has a black cat, even though a lot of people won't. She follows her intuition as well as her logic. So let's see, what's this about now? I feel like this is representing a couple, like in a traditional relationship, or like at least in a commitment of some sort. Okay, and then we have this energy coming in. So this energy is talking about, I feel like this is still about the King of Wands being in something happening behind the back, and maybe the Queen of Wands has been collaborating with noticing someone else. And this is normally this is like talking about someone who's in an elevated position, and other people have noticed that you're in an elevated position. You're a master of your skill set, and they're coming in to collaborate with you. But this energy is saying be really careful who you collaborate with, because this energy can be like, there can be some secret side, a society energy, and just secrets in general. And it's not necessarily like that it would be like bad energy, except that it is not in alignment maybe with what your path is. You know, that it's that kind of energy. It's saying if you are collaborating with other people, you want to make sure that you're the one who is running the show, kind of. And you're saying, because you're the one who's mastered your skill set. And so you should be making the conditions in the contract or whatever. It's saying be very careful. And combined with this energy here, and I feel like because this would be a couple and it's sitting on her, and this traditional, like someone having to come in with justice and sneaking around, that it could be this energy represented here, and that she was collaborating with other people behind the king, behind the King of Wands back. And this is not in alignment with what the King of Wands is doing, kind of energy. Okay, so let's keep going here. We have the Nine of Cups coming in, and this is about something that you've been wishing for. This is saying you're highly favored. There's 9 cups here. There's only 10 cups available in the tarot. And this person is, it's like you're a public figure here. And this is saying that you're highly favored, but you really need to stay focused. And maybe that's the King of Wands was really focused on the work. And, you know, the Queen of Wands got bored. It's kind of the energy I'm picking up. And so this energy is like, this is sitting right on the king. So it's saying like, he felt like he had almost everything that he ever wished for, but he's just missing 1 cup. And the energy is saying his energy is incongruent, because he's leaking energy from the bottom here. In body language, when you turn your feet out like this, it means there's energy leaking from your sacral energy. And I feel like that's this energy. And, you know, while you're busy, this would normally be like a closed heart kind of energy, but he's got his arms down lower, and it's almost making an infinity symbol. So while he's been busy working, there's been some energy leaking kind of energy. And so this is saying you're highly favored to have what you want. It's sitting on the Empress here, but it's also the sneaky energy, and it's here. So I feel like it's this energy, and that you need to stay focused right now. You don't want to be distracted by this energy, and that's kind of why maybe the king was really focused and didn't see this. But now the Hierophant is coming in, and he's going to bring justice to this situation. Oh yeah, because it's causing burdens. So this is someone who, this is a lot of actions being taken, and this is about seeds being planted. And we have 10 here. It feels like the energy is getting ready to bring the harvest in, but it's been really challenging to do it. There's been a lot of work, and it's almost like so tired, and it's like, oh, I almost want to give up on what I wish for, because there's so much going on, and I can feel there's something wrong, but I can't put my finger on it. And this energy is talking about you're almost home, so stay focused, get the harvest home. If any of these are actions or burdens that don't belong to you, put them down and take what is yours home, and you know, especially if it's other people, there are actions that have caused you burdens, you need to put those down so that you can keep staying on your destined path, basically. Okay, and now look at this. We have this energy is now okay, I'm leaving here. I've got home. I'm on the top of my castle. I've had time to look at what's been going on while I've been working, what's been going on at home kind of energy. And it's this, a lot of juggling. And so this is now, we're down, instead of having like 2 wands and moving forward like as a couple, I feel this is as an individual. So some decision has been made, you've put some burden down, you've put down one of these wands, that's for sure. And so that could be the one wand that this Queen of Wands is holding. So we'll see, but like this is saying that now you feel like you're a big fish in a little pond, you've brought your harvest home, and now you're looking over the waters and you're thinking, I might go to a distant shore. And, you know, like this energy, you were feeling it before, but now it's like you're doing it, and you've planted what you have here, and you're ready to move forward and expand your horizons in a different way. That's what this, yeah, now you're a rebel with a cause. You're back into your, the energy of, after this communication coming in and finding out about this energy, I feel like now the King of Wands energy is saying, I'm off. To just, like, I'm going to go explore a bit of the world. I'm a rebel with a cause. I have passion again. I'm like the whatever energy. He's got this big plume. It's saying like he has a hot temper, but he already has learned to rein his temper in, and he's not going to. It's sitting right on his destiny. And look at, there's 2 horses here. And, you know, I was talking about, we have the full moon here on the 1st, and on the 17th of February, we have the Chinese New Year, the year of the horse coming in, of the fiery horse, which is this energy here. And it's saying, be careful of impulsive behavior, rein your emotions in, and also put down any burdens that you don't want to carry. It's about not taking on more than you can at one given time and really being smart about it, kind of energy. So I feel like that's what's happened here. This energy is Sagittarius energy, like that kind of energy of the bow and arrow, shooting for the heavens and really going for what you want to go for. That's exactly the same energy basically as the fiery horse energy that we have in 2026 starting on February 17th. And this energy is talking about really getting, like now having a new passion and really wanting to move forward to have the lifestyle that you want. And that's the 10 Pentacles now comes in. That's having adjusted your environment so that it's supporting you now, and you're going for the lifestyle that you want to live now. And it's saying that the harvest did come in. I think you put down, we've got 10 wands here, and you have 2 here, so you have 10 pentacles. So I feel like a lot, like you put down just like this one wand here, and you're on your own, sort of on your own passionate path. This is like, okay, you made the decision to move forward, to carry on your own, is what I'm getting. And just, I feel like it's just kind of like, don't even want to give this a second thought. Like it's too, like, it's done. It's just done. That's the energy. Yeah, there was something fishy. Like when you, this is talking about moving forward because the information came in. There was something fishy going on in your love life. Something stunk. And it was this sneaky, broad daylight, thief in the night, thief in the daylight energy. And it caused a major transition. And again, we have the horse coming in here. So this card talks about, a lot of people panic when they see this, but this is just, usually it's rarely like a physical death. It's just talking about things that the way they were that you thought would never change, things that you never, like you thought that would never happen, have happened, like it's been trampled, and now you're on a new path. And so it's talking about death and rebirth. And it's also talking about, like, some people really embracing the change. Like this little one is offering a flower to the Grim Reaper. And it's also talking, there's your destined path with the sun again. And just, this person is like all nervous and, I better pay the Grim Reaper kind of energy. And so this is just moving forward in a strong way. And we have the horse again. So I really feel like, we have the horse here and here. And so when this, I feel like maybe around February 17th, this energy is going to change I feel for like a lot of people. We're all feeling it already. And especially really good to clear up anything like that on, like this, in this full moon energy. We're leaving the year of the snake. And so it's time to shed your skin and let go of anything that's not going to empower you to move forward. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Let's go. It's kind of that energy. Yeah, you're not interested in battling for what is already yours, is what I'm getting. It's kind of like this energy of, also it's talking about the subconscious, unconscious, and conscious mind sometimes coming together because of the stress of it all. And now you're not willing to fight for what you shouldn't have to fight for. You just want it to come to you. It's that kind of energy. And look we have the Six of Pentacles here now. Like, so we're talking about, like, keep knowing you've learned this lesson, not to give to people or invest your time or energy into things that are not going to benefit you, or else you're going to end up depleted and you're going to be ending up in this energy and you're just not willing to do it anymore. And so that's having the discernment. You're saying, okay, I have my hand on these Six Pentacles. I have these three to give away. This person needs them. This one has something in their pocket. They don't really need this. The scales of justice are above the head here. So this is saying you have the discernment to know who to give your energy to now and who not to. You've learned a lot. And that's kind of like this when the Empress energy comes in. And the discernment coming in from the Queen of Swords. She has her sword up in her right hand saying, I will chop off your head if you come into me incorrect. I'm willing to receive, but you better come in correct to me. And that's the discernment that you've learned, that kind of energy. Then we have, you know what you know now, and you know that you will protect. You're standing on higher ground. It's kind of like a learning curve. This is like, he's got a boot on one foot and a shoe on the other. It's like in between these two worlds, these two different energies, and making a decision that, okay, I have to put down what no longer serves me, and I have to move forward if I want to stay on my destined path and be happy. This is the happiest card in the deck. So it's shining its light on everything and illuminating what you need to do. This is conviction beyond a doubt. You know what you know, and you're going to stand on it. And look there's the energy there of in the past. I feel like it's saying, like, you learned this lesson. And this is what the Queen of Swords is saying. Don't come into me with this energy. I know I need to keep my hand on this six. And I'm not giving it away and ending up with that. Been there, done that, have the t-shirt. Better come in to me correct or don't come in at all. Yeah, because it was a heartbreaking decision or a heartbreaking situation. And this quite often will represent there was 3 people where there should have been 2 in matters of love. And a heartbreaking decision was made, but it was made. And because this can represent, it was public, so there could be a lot of people talking about it, but it's kind of like, I feel like for the King of Wands anyway, he's keeping his eye on the future. He's not even whatever. It's that whatever energy, because this is representing his energy here and continuing to do very well. And it was a heartbreaking decision, but he made it. And as far as he's concerned, it's done. And it's this energy here. So This can, remember, the queens can represent some male person that's using his intuition a lot, kind of energy. And that's also, and it can also be, this could be a female using her feminine energy. And then we have the King of Pentacles at the top. So the King of Pentacles is representing, okay, now you really have mastered this. And it's like being able to use this money and create a legacy. So this is generational wealth that you can pass down to your children and your children's children, because you've learned these lessons. See, what it's saying basically, if you would have received this money down here, before you learned this lesson, you would have lost it all because of this energy. But now, because of this energy, you've learned a lot, and you're like in this Empress energy because of it. So the Empress energy is really someone who's very intuitive, and she just attracts what she wants to her and doesn't force it, kind of energy. So going from the bottom, we have in the past, like this feeling of, hey, I want to expand my horizons. I can feel my ships coming in. And there is some unease here, like when someone's in this position, kind of looking out, just feeling like, oh. But this is a blessing in disguise, because you found out about this energy here. And it really sucked, basically. But it taught you about the give and take of life. You had to make a heartbreaking decision, which you made, which elevated you to this position of being able to really move forward in your life and be out of this energy. And it's because you stood your ground. You stood, you knew what you knew, and you had to face it, and you did so. And that brought in this energy of having the lifestyle you want, and being in this energy of like, hey, I'm passionate about my life path. This is what I've wanted since I was a child. I deserve this happiness, and staying on my path has allowed it. And I will find the unconditional love that I want at some point. But right now, this is kind of the energy I feel that's happening. So we're going to clarify this with my oracle cards. If you're enjoying this reading, please do give it a like and a comment. It really empowers me to build my channel, and I appreciate it greatly. And hey, this reading is very similar to the one I did before, actually. Yeah. But you know what's interesting? When I finished that reading, the last card, and I was surprised because we had all this energy, and then it was like at the very top was the card, the Five of Pentacles, where someone's left out in the cold. And I thought it was more about just, not fitting in. But now looking at this, it's a very similar reading. But there's no being left out in the cold in this one. So, hey, it was meant to be, I guess. I don't mind, really. I'm kind of like, whenever something happens energetically, it's meant to happen for whatever reason. So I'm just going with it. In many ways, this is a better reading. So this is a card that wants to come in, and we're saying the Hierophant again. So yeah, this is talking about justice in this situation. And the justice is, the best revenge is living well kind of energy. So I just wanted to explain my tarot, or my oracle that I'm using to clarify is Tales from the Vector, which is TAILS. It's courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light. I started working on it in 2007. I completed the 64 paintings in 2020. And now I'm working on bringing it out, and I'm working on the information that goes along with it. In the description box below, I will put the cards in the order that they appear here. And the numbers represent the paintings in my gallery, the numbers that in the order they are there at talesfromthevector.com. That's TAILS. So if you want to check it out, you can. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So we have the Hermit. So this is like, this is a good idea. When you don't quite know which way to go, the Hermit climbs the mountain. And goes and confers with the universe and God, meditates, isolates themselves, and when their lantern is full of the light of the North Star, which represents your journey, like your destined journey, then it's time to come down and take action. So it's good that this wasn't a rushed decision. And then we have the Lovers coming in on this Hierophant energy. And we have the Hierophant here. And it's talking about while you were busy working, someone else was busy with the devil, with, that in that kind of energy, doing things behind your back. And this is the Hangman energy. And so this is again saying the Hangman hangs from the tree of knowledge upside down to gain perspective until his aura is full of light. And then he gets down and he takes action. And I feel like this King of Wands energy was just too busy at that time, because this is very focused on work, to see what was going on behind his back. But when he did have time and he saw it, then he cleaned it up. And it was kind of like, I don't even think it was like that much of a surprise, because it got cleaned up very quickly kind of energy. It's like, yeah, I'm not up for that. And people doing things behind my back that I thought I could trust. And then, yeah, life's a slice, hold the drama. So the Trauma Queen, it's kind of talking about this energy here of juggling morals, juggling options, playing games, childish games, like not being mature enough yet to really have looked at your shadow side as of yet. And I feel that's this energy here. So it's kind of like, I don't need the drama kind of energy. I just don't need it. And look we have it again here, right on here. Yeah, just like, okay, I'm not interested in being people who are out of their integrity, and I'm moving forward, and I'm taking, as soon as I can, I'm rectifying this situation here. And this is about a lack of awareness. And this is, I feel like it was just really busy and kind of like just, I can't deal with another thing. So just pretending there's no problem here. There's nothing here to see. But that really causes a lot of missed opportunities in life, is lack of awareness. It's a karmic space, actually. And then we have the worldly and otherworldly desires. So this is sitting like basically right here on this juggling energy, and giving yourself permission, someone giving themselves permission to go after, instead of their authentic desire. Oh, this could be their authentic desire. Maybe they're still with this person now. Maybe this energy that they were tempted by, she's got the black cat here, right? And so it could be that energy, not because of anything to do with the black cat, but just because of the darkness. Like everything else is kind of light. And then we have abuse of power, yeah. So, yeah, it's interesting, because I feel like abuse of power is kind of like when you become attached to something, or you go ahead and you do something, you get in this energy. But it's saying that it was more than her involved in this energy with the pentacle energy. Okay, love, come. Or like maybe other people knew about it and just didn't tell the King of Wands. Maybe they didn't want to get involved or whatever. But it's also kind of like, if you were someone with integrity and you knew that about your friend or your, a family member or whatever, you would tell them. And then this is, yeah, having foolish expectations. Like whenever you think that things have to go in a certain way and it has to be that way, then it creates expectations. And so then you become like the fool on a foolish journey, because expectations will always create limitations. And so that can be expectations of how things should go. And if they don't go that way, you just pretend they are, because it's just easier at the moment. And then this is the first card we have coming in with the zodiac sign. And this is like, I feel like this is just immaturity. Honestly, like I just feel like Libra is talking about the scale of justice here. Now, where is that card here? Right here. So we have this energy here. Libra has the scales of justice. So it's like once you mature and you really are able to understand what a real commitment means and making those commitments, and, you know, you can anticipate your future rather than having expectations that limit you. I just want to point out also that when the horoscope signs come in my readings, I'm not talking that Libra did this. I'm talking about this is the energy that is available. Like if for every sign has its own unique quality that we can learn from, and the Libra energy, and it's also like the state of being as well as the stage of life. It's not talking about age, it's talking about where is the person's mind at, basically. And this is talking about, it requires a mature adult to be able to be in the energy of making a commitment, like for marriage or whatever. And when things are, temptation comes in, not giving into it. It's kind of human nature in some ways, and especially if you're younger. So it's not excusing the behavior, but it's kind of like, it's life kind of energy. But if you go off your path, then you're gonna, quite often it's because you have expectations. Wow, it should be going this way for me, so I'm gonna go do this kind of energy. And we have superstar. So this is talking about the energy of the throat chakra, being able to clear this energy. So any of the gossip or whatever, I don't think that I think the King of Wands really could give a shift. It's like, whatever, talk about me all you want. People don't talk about boring people. And this is about how it was more, I want the harmony. And this is also saying 26 is going to be a more harmonious year. If not yet, it's heading that way with this year of the horse energy. It's sitting right there and having like the lifestyle that you want. And then we have the energy coming in of disruption. So what's fun for some is not fun for everyone. Isn't that true, right? And I'm just getting that this King of Wands, whatever you were working on, you just didn't have time to really deal with any disruption. Like you already were like, I got to get this done as it is. So disruption can come in all sorts of ways, shapes, and forms, right? Shooting star is having a good attitude to be able to get what it is you want, and being in that energy of, no matter what happens, like you can wish upon a star, but that means you're wishing for something and it means you don't have it yet. And that's this energy here. If you want to have a good life, you have to put the energy into it to be able to bring it about, right? If you want to have a strong future, you need to participate in it. And so that's that energy. And I feel like perhaps I don't feel like, I feel like it's not even like this King of Wands energy isn't like really holding a grudge or anything. It's kind of like he realized, yeah, I was busy doing this, but still I'm not up for it. I was doing this because I was trying to make a better life for us. But if, while I was busy doing this and you were behind this, and there was, I feel it was rather public, and it caused a lot of issues for him that he really didn't need on top of everything else. And that's the energy we have. I can't find it now, of the burdens. But it's here, or here, because it's buried under being mature. Okay, so in the final card we have is perception. My cat took off. She's not purring. She's mad at me. So I know how you feel, King of Wands. Even though you're the one that caused me to have to do the reading twice. Oh, you're back. Say, no, I'm here. I'm purring. Can't you hear me? Yes, I can. You're a good girl. You are. You take your job very seriously. So this is talking, yeah, the grass is greener on the other side, and then you find out that it's fake. How many times does that happen in real life, hey? You can have green grass, and then we have the Magician is on the bottom of the deck here. So it's an energetic upgrade. I feel like it's maybe an energetic upgrade for everybody. If this person is happy with this person now, and the King really could give a shift, is past it, is over it, then, things have a way of working out. And that's kind of what this is saying is, yeah, the grass may have been greener on the other side because it was fake. But you could also have green grass that's real if you just put the time and energy and focus into that part of your life. All right, so I'm going to call this a day for sure now. And I will be back tomorrow with another reading for you. Bye for now.